Get
All right, I just hit record. It says recording Shtemas. Let's give it a try. I hope the internet doesn't fall out here. So hey everyone, we're back with another episode of Shtajio's vlog. I am Henry Thurlow.
I'm Stephen Murphy, CG director at DayArt.
And I'm Dante Carver, an actor and designer here in Japan.
Oh, look at this. We have an extra person that's usually not in the vlogs. So I was gonna catch us up with what DayArt's been up to in this last month, but actually let's just start there. Everyone knows me, Henry Thurlow, director and animator at Shtajio, and Stephen was introduced last time. So Dante, who are you,
Yes.
and kind of what relation do you have to the studio, et cetera, et cetera? What do you do?
Well, I'm a actor and designer here in Japan. Been here for off and on for the past 15 years. Most people here in Japan know me from the largest or second largest cell phone company here, SoftBank. Been doing all the commercials as their lead for the past 15 said years, along with other films, TV shows, Kamen Rider, quite a bit. As far as DayArt, I've actually known Arthel for almost 13, 14 years now. It's been a while. And I've known him because of his artwork and from work that we did together long ago. And upon opening, DayArt had Shtajio no Pyro and asked if I'd be interested in voicing the main character for that. And that's actually the first job that I did with you guys, and had a great time. And then, other things came up, Exogenesis, Shtajio no Pyro, there's, what was it? The Yokota-Con, several different events, and Sergio Simpson's Sound and Fury video had come up also, and did some design work on that, which I'm like super grateful. Thank you. Much appreciated. Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah. This is one of our Shtajio shirts. We have a few different designs, and this design happened to be designed by Dante, at least partially. The character in the middle is our character designer,
Rajan,
but the overall design
around it in the hair, I did that, and that was pretty. I love stuff like that. It's fun. But in general, known Murphy here half as long as I've known Arthel. And we've worked on stuff together in the past, and as well as obviously with DayArt. So good working relationship going all the way around. Obviously working with Henry has been fun. Need to do some more working on stuff now, but because our fields are different, I don't get to see him as often. So this is a nice Sashiburi kind of thing, because it's been a good minute.
Yeah, this last year has been rough for everybody. I don't even think that we have too much to complain about on in the totality of how the world's doing. To be honest, we still get jobs in animation, so nothing too much to complain about. But as everyone can see here, we're doing this from home now. Japan has had another like lockdown, kind of like the biggest one almost so far.
Yeah, this second biggest one. I say second only because last time was like can't go out and places actually just closed. Mm-hmm. Now, depending on the business, they can't stay open past 8 o'clock. Which is,
I found out that the hard way. I went to I went to a local supermarket and I got there at like 8:05 a few nights ago and was like, why is everything pitch black? What is going on here?
Yeah. Some of the grocery store chains will stay open a little bit later, like your Tokyo or what was it, Okotaya? Okotaya janakute. There's one other.
There was a local one by me that then was open that I found, but I was just surprised.
But usually they do close early. Yeah.
And just a quick disclaimer, like obviously we're all talking, we're not wearing masks, but just a heads up, we all like take super big precautions. We're like there's like hand sanitizer and all the thing.
Basically what he's getting is we've been through the process of being able to be in this close proximity because of our processes
but
up to that point.
But
so
just because we're not wearing masks for those international friends who are watching this, yes, wear the masks.
Steven, you always point out the things no one's even thinking that you're doing wrong. Like if you killed someone, you'd be like, "Hey everyone, we're having a great party. Please walk around anywhere, but don't look under the bed. There's not a body under the bed, so there's no reason to look there for sure. So just don't even worry about that in particular."
This PSA has been brought to you by Stephen Murphy, CG director at Day Art.
So for this episode,
I'm here to help.
Yeah, so it's the first time I'm recording a meeting like this, so I do hope it saves and everything goes well and the quality is good in the end for everyone to watch. I was gonna say there hasn't been a vlog episode in the last month or so, so I thought I'd catch everyone up on kind of the stuff Day Art's been doing. So the Given movie, an anime movie that came out last year, was released on Crunchyroll. Day Art did a whole lot of key animation on that. So if you have a Crunchyroll account, check out the Given movie.
Definitely check it out.
Arthel, his brother Darnell, and I appeared on the Steve Harvey show at the end of last year. That was exciting. Yeah. If you guys Google Day Art and then Steve Harvey, you'll see little snippets of a Steve Harvey interview. We unfortunately in the current era,
or check the Instagram account. Also, I think they put snippets up there as well.
Yeah, Facebook account, Twitter account. So you could. Unfortunately, we did it, like this, so we didn't get to meet Steve Harvey in person, Yeah. But we still got to talk.
Maybe he'll fly over next time, and then we can give him a tour of the studio.
For sure. And then just today, actually, a Pokemon episode that we worked on just aired a few hours ago. Pokemon Journeys episode 55 is my first job in the anime industry in Japan was on Pokemon, actually, when I cracked into the in-between studio, Nakamura Pro. The first job, the very first thing that was handed to me was Gundam Build Fighters, actually, but I didn't get credited on that, and I only did a couple cuts. The first thing I was credited on was a few weeks later, Pokemon Origins, which a TV show, TV special, and then I worked on the XY series for a while, but I never got credited in that one. So it's been years since actually working on Pokemon. Recently, the studio Day Art's done a bunch of stuff for Pokemon, but this was we drew the layouts for this before any of the other jobs. So this one to me feels like the big return to Pokemon after a few years. And we did a lot. We did a whole lot. We did probably a few minutes of work. I alone did like 25 cuts or something like that, or maybe something around there.
That's a lot.
But then the other animators did a whole bunch also. So like a few minutes of the whole episode is Day Art key animation. So check that out. In the West, I don't know if you can stream that yet, but I think Netflix. I think it's Netflix.
Netflix or Crunchyroll might end up picking it up.
It's Hulu.
What I find interesting is that, fun fact, I got called to do work for that.
Oh really?
Your first project. I was asked to help. Yeah, I was asked for Pokemon Origins. I was actually asked to do promotion work for that because I was also working with a big kids TV show, kind of like Sesame Street here in Japan, Biponkiki, and they asked me to help do it, but schedules didn't match. So I missed the chance to actually promote that.
Have you ever worked on
that? Actually,
have you ever worked on anime other than Day Art related stuff?
Other than Day Art related stuff, anime, no. CG, yes.
The Biohazard.
Biohazard Vendetta. So Biohazard Vendetta, I was actually one of the main characters in it. My character that was made, whose name is DC. Sorry for the cheesy one.
He's in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, I'm in Metal Gear Solid 5. Was supposed to be in 4, but I was filming a movie, so couldn't do it, and just didn't work out. But the character's Drebin is loosely based off of me. That's why I did the cosplay for him for the big contest, and then was actually asked to come for Metal Gear Solid 5. So if you go into mission 14 or 21, depending on your difficulty level, it's the airport mission. If you capture Braga, which is my character, you can actually customize the character, and he's a playable character in the game throughout the entire game. And yes, he does look like me, along with 70 to 80% of the other soldiers walking around. They're modeled off of me one way or another. So basically, you're just killing me throughout the entire game.
I'm just like choking them out, like
choking them out. It's like funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were the main character of the movie. Or
yeah, the CG movie for
I was gonna say, were you one of the main characters in the game too? Because it could have been you killing yourselves.
Oh yeah, in Metal Gear, yes, definitely.
Oh, okay. So
you can actually see my face, everything.
Yeah.
That's fun. And as far as Resident Evil, I helped do some of the designs for the patchwork and what the characters are wearing, which was pretty cool. So I really had a blast with that. We took that to San Diego Comic-Con 2017 is when we did the actual press junket for it, because it was from 8 in the morning until almost 9 at night. It was one of the best promotions I did. Everything was kind of last minute, but I liked that energy, and the people there were fantastic. So when Comic-Con opens up again, ready to go back and do it again.
While we're on the topic of voice acting, before we answer questions, that was going to be also another topic this week. I was just going to go back and answer some questions, so I'll do that in a minute. But before we get to that, what kind of stuff would you like to do that you haven't done so far? Because you've appeared in Japanese TV, in Japanese movies,
and all over Japanese TV movies. As a matter of fact, we're about to start working on a movie now. I've been cast for a new movie, Confidence Man JP, which is going to be super fun. Really psyched about. That's why growing the beard back, because they're asking me to have that for the next installment. But I'd like to do more action-related projects. So I did Kamen Rider, which I had a blast. That was fun.
Is that the one you turned into a dragon?
Yes, right. I turned into a dragon. Damn it.
Blows up.
Yeah, I love dragons. Anyone that knows me knows I love dragons. But anyways, turns into a dragon. His name is Katao. I'm still trying to get them to make the actual figure of my character. So if you guys are out there listening, make my character. Anyways, more action-related projects, be it DC, Marvel, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm happy with either. And on the animation front, I would absolutely love to voice a character in one of those said universes, if not for a fantasy related project. Definitely. I've got 3 concepts and ideas of my own and stories of my own, but if it's a known IP, something fantasy related, and maybe something like a suspense kind of mystery story would be kind of fun.
Would you and like I have no connections in the voice acting world, so I can't. It's just like a general, just something I'm curious about. Would you be interested in just taking more major roles, or because you are kind of at that point in your career, like you don't have to take like the little side things, or is there any franchise like that just to get involved in, like you wouldn't even mind that? Because I just think the reason I think is like, you know, long series like Naruto and One Piece and those kind of things, like they have so many thousands of characters. I have no doubt that, you know, someone bursting through, we're gonna get all of you, like a voice like that or something. Like I'm sure you could just appear on One Piece simply next week.
I kid you not. I would love to do that. Voicing a character on an ongoing series that would be a dream come true, just because it's fun. A lot of the stuff that I've gotten the chance to voice has been in video games, anime, but they've always been like a one-off or like a 2 installment kind of thing, as opposed to an ongoing series, with the exception of Resident Evil. But even with that, it's like 1 or 2 installments and it's done. Voicing a character in Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Naruto, on the Japanese animated side, I'm open to pretty much anything. I'm interested in all of it because I enjoy it.
That's interesting.
If it's on the US animated side,
I'll make a mental note of that. I mean, if that ever comes up, because like I feel like that's totally doable.
That, and I mean, if you look at it, you have a lot of different projects where the side characters actually make the story. Now, of course, you have your heroes, your main hero, your main villain, but it's the side characters' little nuances and flavor that also make the story a bit more interesting because the focus isn't on them, but they stand out.
Yeah. That's why I love character actors in movies and shows and stuff like that. They're like usually the most interesting characters.
Given, yes, I would love being the lead in a series, whether it's a hero or villain. I don't mind playing side characters because I also look at it's a team effort and it makes the story move and flow. And you never know, you may be a side character in this episode of this series, and then that character develops to become a main character or something else later on down the line. I'm open to all of it. If it's on the US side, anything dealing with DC, Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, man. They announced this like an Amazon thing like a million years ago, and then I just haven't heard anything about that.
Right?
Yeah.
One more. Sorry, I don't know how I could have forgotten this. Avatar.
Which one, the Cameron one or the Last Airbender?
We're talking about animation, bro.
Oh, okay.
Come on, really?
It's funny, as a weird side note, it always tickles me. Sometimes I'm just walking through the city and I'll see Dante. I was getting like a pocket Wi-Fi, and then like I see like a SoftBank commercial, and then like there's Bruce Willis sitting there going, and like Dante's sitting next to him, like looking at Bruce Willis, and then like he flies away, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'll say this. I have been, and I still am very grateful for work that I have here, and some of the commercials and projects I've done. Wow, we, outside of the opportunity, we wouldn't have that kind of commercial stateside. Like, we all have our unique things, but some of them, they give me the script and I'm like, what?
Just bonkers.
What?
That's so funny because Japanese commercials are like a thing of like fable in the West, or at least they used to be on YouTube. But I think even now they are, right? But it's funny, you actually get to be in those crazy nonsensical, really fast cutting, and then ending with a sequence that is unrelated to everything in the rest of the commercial. That's like half of Japanese commercials. It's like people dancing and doing stuff, and then the last cut is a totally different scene with like a fish standing against a wall going, "Buy it." What? What just happened?
And forget your service.
Yeah. It's not even a fish. It's Bruce Willis going, buy it, and then flies away.
It's funny.
Bruce Willis dressed as the fish.
Exactly. UFO.
Family members. I have, even up to now in canon, I have an uncle that's a dolphin. My dad is a dog. My other uncle is Quentin Tarantino. Our family friend is Tommy Lee Jones. Worked with Brad Pitt. And he was basically coming to introduce a new phone, and I'm using the same phone in the other side of the country, and that was their way of showing the reconnection kind of thing. Cameron Diaz has come through. Justin Bieber, which was interesting. There's been a lot of like unique opportunities to meet different people and work with different people, and they all have their different energies. And it's fun to see their reactions when they come on set to do the commercials, because I'm used to it now and used to the stories being really unique and different. So seeing the reactions, like obviously they're professional actors as well, but they look at it and it's like, okay, wait, what? Tell me that again. What happens? And just seeing how they take it all in. It's interesting because that was me the first couple of years. And it's like, none of this makes sense to me. I'm having a great time, but I don't understand anything. And then again, it's like, all right, whatever. Because we had some ad libs. There's a director that I worked with who did an animated, not animated, a series called Smart Motoriman Koza. It was basically like Smart Businessman. And it was basically off of a comic strip that they had here in Japan for people looking for jobs, done by Recruit. Anyways, long story short, he was the director for 3 of our commercials, a series. And they were all in different time periods. So one of them was back in Edo period Japan. So I've got chomage, everything. Holding a big bale of rice. Next one, it's a Western. I'm a cowboy, got a nice goatee and everything. It was pretty slick. I really did like that costume. And then the other one was literally a parody of Star Wars. We're in space, in a spaceship. Kid you not, I'm like, okay, that looks a lot like the Millennium Falcon. No one's gonna say anything. All right, it's all good. and just fly and do what you got to do. Then another one is they couldn't get the in time the licensing and things for Man of Steel. They had missed the window. But there's a commercial that we did where it's literally a parody knockoff of that. They literally made me a costume, long cape, everything, and I'm flying with the phone in my hand like this in the exact same position and pose as Henry Cavill. It's just surreal.
Oh man, that sucks that one didn't make it through. That one didn't make it through.
Oh well, the commercial did, but the timing for the movie didn't because Japan ended up getting it. I want to say almost 6 months late. So even when that movie came out, I flew to Korea. I had a business meeting there and spent the entire day watching it in 2D, 3D, 4D. And then I flew back.
Dante is, for those who don't know, a gigantic Superman fan, like ridiculous, out of this world.
Yeah. I like superheroes. DC is home base, Marvel, home base. I mean, just comic books. It's just like animation. I like the idea and the concept of coming up with a character, fleshing it out, giving that person or that character a backstory and things, and seeing how they pair up against other characters that are there, or making a story around them and seeing how it ends. I just love that process. So I look at animation and film being very similar. You start with something and you end with a finished product for people to enjoy, and it's magical.
I mean, Superman's the tip of the iceberg. I mean, like 2,000 years later, when some like alien archaeologist like digs up this site, they're gonna unlock a treasure trove of just merchandise that's never been opened. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, like signed and like pictures signed by Alex Ross, and it's nuts.
I'll take a couple pictures and send it to you guys.
There's
bring it for the next vlog so you can see it, because I have a picture by Alex Ross that was given to me for my birthday from Warner, which again, thank you, of Superman. And it's a limited print. I've never taken it out of the bubble wrap. Yeah. Like to this day, it's still wrapped in bubble wrap because I just haven't had the right wall space to hang it on.
And it's just weird stuff too. Like it's always new. Like I'll just walk by and it's like, is there a picture of you like posing back to back from the guy from Walking Dead? You know, the guy with the mullet. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Okay. You know, like, and so it's just like it's just nuts. It's just like a whole lifetime of just pop culture of everything. It's crazy.
Don't forget my queen.
Your queen.
Daenerys. Emilia Clarke.
I thought you were talking about the actual alien xenomorph head.
Oh, the alien xenomorph head? Yeah, I have that too. But
you met the alien xenomorph? Did you get the autograph?
Yeah.
It's autographed. It has a limited
he was the left arm.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
So this freaking thing doesn't have like a time recorder, so I don't know how long we've been going. Folks who are watching this vlog regularly, next week we'll answer questions. So I'll go back into the last previous vlog episodes, check out questions people had. If you have any more questions, like ask, below this video, and next week answer some questions for sure. Any last things?
If you guys have questions, send them to me. Instagram is Dante Carver Official. The one that I put otaku stuff on, that's always random. So I mean, just look at it. Don't worry about following it. Is the number 2 DC Sun. I'll occasionally throw some artwork on there or just something not work related, so an agent doesn't get upset. But yeah, I mean, send me some questions if you want to, or I don't mind coming back and answering with you guys. This is actually kind of fun. All right, that was like, when are you gonna come to the vlog? It's like when you set a schedule so I can go. And then we got lockdown and Corona, so that kind of fell through. So sorry about that, guys.
No, it can't be helped.
I enjoy it.
Steven, any last question?
I really like your artwork on Sturgill Simpson's project, your video. I like.
Thank you very much.
The concept and things was quite deep.
Appreciate that very much. Any last comments, Steven? You haven't talked that much this time. Anything you want to say to the fan?
Well, I feel that every time I put it in my mouth, I get myself in trouble. So I'm just I'm just happy.
Did you want to text it? No.
No, yeah, no. I think this was a Dante centric episode, and I think this was a great. No. This was a great introduction to the sort of vlog family. Oh, I hate when people say like something family. Welcome to the
Why
Disney
you do
family.
it? No one else did it. You did it. I hate it when people do the thing.
I look at it as like welcome to the team.
Yeah, I hoisted myself with my own petard. But no, I think this was a good introduction, and hopefully we see more and more because quite honestly, I mean, this guy has so many stories. It's ridiculous, and he'd make a great addition to a future vlog post and such.
Well, thank you. I mean, I do get the chance to work with you guys on odd projects off and on now and then, but I haven't, like most of you, been in the office in a while.
Yeah.
Been working from home, that kind of stuff. It sucks, but then at the same time, I'm grateful. So, as long as people are staying safe and healthy, all good. Definitely keep the comments and questions coming on to Day Art and the vlog, because I think the vlog is a really good opportunity for people to get to know you guys and get to know the studio, and not just what's coming up, but how they can improve upon their own artwork and process. So if they're trying to move up to next level or go into a studio, they have more understanding of what it takes to get there, especially from professionals that have actually already done it. So it's good.
All right. So we end these with Shtajio Daiji.
That's right. Shtajio Daiji.
All right. See you guys next time. Thanks.
All right.
Take care.
Later.